Mel Kiper finished. Matt Miller mock draft we discuss. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of TheLead Houston, where it is all Houston all the time. You won't find anybody with more passion speaking about your favorite Houston sports teams than this guy right here. Astros, Rockets, Texans. I try to do it all. So go down in the comment section. Let me know. How are y'all feeling about the latest move from the Houston Texans? I've heard Jerry Shuplinski was somebody that they have made supposedly going to be coming on staff. A guy that I had mentioned, if you missed the live stream, I had mentioned Jerry Shuplinski on my live stream. Make sure to check it out if you want to hear more about him. I had the Texans hire Nick Caley live stream. It was supposed to be Ruben didn't show up, but hey, it is what it is. I got Jerry Shuplinski. I had it right on the channel. You know, you got to know. If you know, you know. You make sure you're tapped in. And by tapping in is you hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 15,000 subscribers. We are less than 3K away. So, again, super appreciative. Every single one of y'all that like, comment, and subscribe, man. So hit that bell for the notifications turn on. You don't want to miss any of this. We are reacting to Matt Miller's mock draft. And it's not just a round one mock draft. No. Matt Miller has got rounds 1 and 2 on the mock draft. We are going to see two players that Matt Miller has mocked to the Houston Texans. And this is post Senior Bowl. This isn't 14 days ago like the Mel Kiper one. Excuse me. I didn't even see that one. But I did see this Matt Miller one, and this is recent as of 2 days ago. So let's get into it, man. I'm pretty excited to see what Matt Miller's got cooking up here with the Houston Texans and what's his idea of us improving as a team. So without further ado, there's Jahdae Barron right there from UT. We got Matt Miller. Again, this is a pick prediction for rounds 1 and 2. So let's go ahead and get it going here. And again, Houston Texans state of mind, but we will be peeking at what the AFC South teams do. We got the first, if it let me scroll, there we go. First pick in the draft, Abdul Carter, Tennessee Titans. I mean, best defensive player in the draft. There's nothing else to say right there. That's a hell of a pick for them. Considering I don't know what the quarterback position will be, whatever. Number 5 is Will Johnson, cornerback from Michigan to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Big fan of Will Johnson, and the Jaguars need secondary help. I mean, there's nothing else to say right here. They need some help in the secondary. They did not create a lot of turnovers last year. So, yeah, Will Johnson would be a big addition for that defense. Let's get it going. We know we have the Colts are at 14 as well. Before we get to our Houston Texans, we like to take a peek into this. Tyler Warren again. God damn it. Tyler Warren. I mean, again, we've talked about it in the last video with Mel Kiper. Tyler Warren is just a big-time value for the Indianapolis Colts. Considering their tight ends right now, I know they got Mo Alley Cox and Granson from Granson. I think his name's Kyle Granson or something like that. But him and Mo Alley Cox are the tight ends currently. Anthony Richardson, I mean, a quarterback's best friend is a tight end, right? So don't know if that helps him. But considering what the quarterback position is there, who knows? Maybe something helps. Maybe that's a big help for him. Who knows? Let's get into this, man. We got Luther Bird in 19. Ibuka again to the Steelers. Ashton Genty to the who? To the Chargers. Okay, interesting. Guess they're not bringing back J.K. Dobbins. Bam! There we go, guys. 25, Tyler Booker. Tyler Booker, the guard out of Alabama. Booker, let's read the description here. Booker earned A+ grades for work ethic and drive from coaches and scouts I spoke to at the Shrine Bowl and Senior Bowl. Really good football player, 6'4", 325. Mauler in the run game. Great initial power in his hands and the lower body to move defenders out of gaps. Texans' interior protection was a mess in 2024, which was a huge factor in CJ's sophomore slump. They allowed 54 sacks, tied for third most in the NFL. Investing early draft picks and long-term solutions up front has to be on the front office's wish list. Booker is a dream fit, and he absolutely is. Tyler Booker is that guy that the Houston Texans should jump all over if he is available at 25. And I understand that, this to me fits both criterias of best player available and criteria of need. Like the Houston Texans, you don't want to just go and reach for a guard or an offensive lineman if they're not that good. Like you don't want to reach for an O lineman and pass up on what could be the best player available. And I think in this case, what we're looking at is the Texans checking off both boxes. Tyler Booker is obviously the Alabama Roll Tide, definitely a Power 5 school. The connection that D'Amico knows with Alabama. Nick Caserio drafts a lot of Alabama guys as well. So this is pretty much up for par for the Houston Texans. This is how they do for their draft history. They draft a lot of Power 5 guys. So Tyler Booker definitely fits the bill. You automatically just filled in one of your guard spots, and you need 2 guards. You filled in one of them, and I'm pretty happy about it with Tyler Booker. So far, so good for Matt Miller. Really love this pick, and the Texans would too. Let's get it going to the second round. Righty. There's Nick Amenwari again. Kenneth Grant. That's a bad dude right there, man. Malaki Starks was there at 25. That's a pretty interesting one to pass up if you're Texans. Let's see, linebacker out of UCLA, Carson Schwezinger is pretty solid. Definitely somebody the Titans would be happy about. Donovan Jackson, Ohio State. Well, a lot of us know who that is, obviously, considering we saw them for the majority of the playoffs. Let's see, we got the Colts, and they're getting Maxwell Hairston. I'm a big fan of Maxwell Hairston, a guy that can play inside, outside, and the Colts need all the secondary help they can get. I mean, they're pretty bad in the secondary. So let's get into it, man. Texan state of mind. Let's get into, if this will let me scroll. Here we go. 58, the Houston Texans. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. I've been looking at a little too much Kentucky football lately, and man, there's a big SOB right here. Deion Walker, defensive tackle, Kentucky. Fixing the trenches is the theme of this draft in Houston. Walker played through a back injury in 2024 that has to be monitored, but he's nearly 6'8" and 350 pounds. With great pass rush tools, he's had 7.5 sacks in 2023 before falling to 1.5 this past season. The 1.5 can be contributed to basically the back injuries that he had in 2024. Now, that's obviously going to get looked at, and he could possibly fall because of that injury. But, man, at 58, you're getting yourself some good value here. Deion Walker is 6'8", 351, big son of a bitch. And that's exactly what the Texans could use and remedy for this defensive tackles, because everybody just goes, oh, well, they can just get one of these lower tier guys, a DT, and they're going to make them work. Well, if we always do that, and yeah, they end up being solid players, but why not actually add inject some real talent to that defensive tackle group and have D'Amico Ryans just salivating? Because Deion Walker, who already, as we know, 6'8", 350, is having some back issues, don't know what the long-term status is there, but regardless, D'Amico plays a rotating style for the defensive tackles. Like, they're always rotating. So Deion Walker is not going to be getting the majority of these snaps unless he's just having a game and a half where he turns into a star or a superstar, which hopefully he does, but it's always going to be rotating. So this dude's not going to get tired. He's not going to get these injuries. It's not going to happen to him as much as starting every single snap, like that's how D'Amico plays. 6'8", 350, Deion Walker, Power 5 school. I would expect that to be a slam dunk pick for the Texans. He moves bodies. That's just, the dude is a freak at 6'8", 350. He can move. You know what I mean? We're talking Talk a big Calais Campbell type shit right here. But Campbell's a lot slimmer than Deion Walker. I'd be very curious to see what Deion Walker's 40 time would be at 6'8", 350. I think that could move him up the boards because he moves a lot faster than there he is right there. So there you have it, Texans fans. You got Tyler Booker, Deion Walker, both sides of the football in the trenches is the theme here for Matt Miller for the Houston Texans. You get two big SOBs and you get the ability to dominate both sides of the football. There was times where the run game was lackadaisical, even with Joe Mixon. Tyler Booker can be an amazing run blocker. And we haven't even talked about his pass protection yet. So very balanced guard there. Deion Walker, there was times where the run defense, as good as the defense was, that run defense at times was a little leaking. Deion Walker is a guy that's going to plug in holes. He's going to sandwich two defenders. He's going to sandwich two offensive linemen, and he's just going to move them. He's going to create holes for your linebackers to penetrate the gaps and get to those running backs real easier. So Texans, hey, I would be ecstatic seeing these two picks pulled in round 1 and round 2. Y'all let me know down in the comment section. Agree, disagree? Let me know. As always, guys, go Astros, go Rockets, go Texans. You have a blessed day.